Hey team, welcome back to the continued journey of going through my shit, cleaning out the closet, cleaning out the old storage containers. We are here in the storage room of my parents' house among a shockingly large collection of boxes that I have accumulated through a lifetime of living. Here's what we're working with. So next up on the docket is going through these in manageable sizes. I don't even know where to start. Okay, I'm back. It's several days later. I didn't know where to start, but I just started somewhere and now we've made some progress, so I'm gonna catch you up. I'm sorry I did this without you, but it was way too overwhelming to try to explain while I was doing it. It's gonna look a lot worse than it did when we started now, but here's what we're working with. I have pared it down to a collection of backpacking and outdoors / travel necessities, sentimentals, miscellaneous, clothes that I'm keeping, and clothes that I'm getting rid of. The focus of today's video is going to be the clothes that I'm getting rid of because the way I'm doing it is actually really fun and super interesting. I'll take you through where we're at now though. Okay, so far I have been able to select these 2 boxes worth of clothes that I'm going to be getting rid of. This one I'm going to be donating. These are going to be going to this consignment store in Tremont in Utah called Main Street Closet. They have a really cool business where you can essentially rent out part of their store, which is a consignment store, and sell your clothes. I think it's a really unique take on consignment. There's a lot of different ways to do it, but I've never done this before, so I'm really excited about it. Right now, I just have to go through each and every item in here, decide what I want to price it at, and then attach the price tags. That's what we're going to be doing. Before we get into that, I did want to show you what I'm going to be keeping from my clothes that were in these storage boxes. Most of the clothes that were in here I have not thought about since I moved, which is why I'm getting rid of so many, but I am keeping kind of the necessities, and actually some of the clothes that I brought over here ended up in these boxes. So this box is your winter items or weather dependent clothes. I have a lot of good coats. I could potentially go to Siberia or something and I would be set, even though I've lived in California for most of my life. But this is going to be my kind of box for those items that I'm not going to be needing on a daily basis, but I don't want to get rid of in case I need them. And this box is your fancy clothes, wedding stuff, festival stuff, party stuff. Again, things that you don't really need on a daily basis, but I don't want to get rid of. I have my boots in here. I have some really nice cowgirl boots and stuff that I do reach for when I do have an occasion to reach for them, but I don't have that occasion very often. So those 2 are going to be living in my closet until I need them. Okay, and I figured we needed a little more space to do this next project, so I'm going to set you up right here. Welcome to the living room. Oh, jeez, that's a lot of clothes. Some of the questions I ask myself when I'm going through storage, trying to decipher what I want to keep, what I want to get rid of, are, does it fit me perfectly? If I put this thing on, do I ever have to think about it throughout the day? I have to adjust anything. I'm probably not going to keep it for much longer. So usually those go in the throwaway pile. Same thing if the fabric is uncomfortable, anything like that. Usually those are going to get donated. If I really like it, but I don't reach for it, it's probably not going to be something I keep. Same thing with items that I think are really fun for a certain occasion, or I have an attachment to because I wore them to a certain thing, but I haven't worn them since. I'm not gonna keep it. I have enough in that little box of stuff that if something comes up, I can pull from that and throw something together that's really cute and it's gonna last. This box is a collection of items that at one point I thought I would love, and maybe I have loved, but at this time I've outgrown them or they're just not fitting this season of life. A lot of these things I actually really do love, and I think if I had a closet and the ability to just hoard stuff, maybe I would hold on to it, but I don't know if that's really that good of a thing. I actually mentioned in the previous video, I used to have a thrifting addiction, and I don't say that as a joke. I would come home with huge bags of clothes from the Goodwill bins And I think something weird happens psychologically when you're at the Goodwill bins, where you see so much ugly stuff that anything that's remotely cute, you're like, I have to have this. So I would just take home all of those things. I just had so many things and I felt like I had no clothes, so then I would go back. And I think it was really a dopamine cycle thing more than anything. The less I've done that, the more I have looked at what I already have, appreciated it, and really filtered through to see what really matters. I've adopted a philosophy of, if it's not a screaming yes, I have to have this, it's a no. And if you can find one reason not to buy it or to get rid of it, do it. That's my philosophy these days, because ultimately I have more than enough clothes to last me through many seasons, traveling, all kinds of stuff like that. The rest is just weighing me down. So let's go through some of the things that I'm getting rid of and why. Flared jeans. I love these pants, but these are a little bit tight on me. These pants I absolutely love. They are so fun. We all know I love a fun flared floral pant, but they are unfortunately enormous on me. Not only in the waist, but also at the feet. And whenever I'm going upstairs, I'm tripping all over them. So these would be much better fit for somebody who they fit better. I do love these pants and I hope they find a great home. These ones, it looks like there is room for a second crotch. My crotch is like here. The pants are here. These are just not something that I find flattering on me, unfortunately. This is a cool little like patchwork jackety thing. I don't know, it's kind of ugly. My sister always says that my style is ugly cute, and I think she would argue that it's erring on the side of ugly. I would say she's right about that for this sweater. I don't know why I have so many of these beautiful headscarves. That one, this one, it's cute little suns. This was my favorite one. This was the first one I ever got. This one is just darling. Look at that. So cute, little flowers. Black floral print. This is probably the one I would keep if I was gonna keep a headscarf, because it has these little ties. So it's really easy, you tie it and it makes like a little lacy bandana. It's so cute. So I hope somebody likes it. I think I have a number of aspirational clothes that I think are beautiful and I would love to style. I have learned over the years that I'm not somebody who actually styles stuff. I hope somebody else gets good use out of them. Okay, this is one of those little mesh tops. I really like the color and the pattern and everything, but I think I maybe have worn this one time. This is another item that you really have to style. This is a really, really soft, beautiful silk slip dress. It's like a mid-length one. I would definitely keep it if it was not mid-length. This is a nice like witchy bell sleeve lacy top. I used it for a Stevie Nicks costume one time, and I think that's a good kind of life hack, is get something for your Halloween costume that you would actually wear in real life. It's another one of those pieces that I'm just not wearing often enough to justify keeping. Okay, I also love sweaters. Here is one of my faves from a long time ago. Here's another one. I don't love the color on me. This is a cool little like tie bell sleeve bohemian top that, weirdly enough, I actually bought at my community college. It's a little too high maintenance for me, unfortunately. Same thing with this one. Sometimes you don't really have a reason for getting rid of something. It's a matter of weighing how often I wear it and if it would be better off in somebody else's closet. These are red flare pants. This is actually what I styled for that Greta Van Fleet concert where I wore the little cutoff top. I think it was perfect for the occasion or two I wore them, but not anymore. Levi's pants. I love the pockets on these, but they're actually a little short on me. I have a couple cute little fun shirts. I love. So that's a fun one. These are a nice like flared, huge pant again. Same problem with these as those pink ones. I just trip over the bottom of them, unfortunately. Okie dokie. Next, this beautiful little picnic dress. I don't wear it very often. I'm not a huge square neck girl, and I don't know how I feel about the color. This is an all gray, kind of like cottony H&M suit, two-piece suit with like the little vest. These are super popular, and I think people can style them really well. I personally don't. This was originally a really pretty like maxi dress that my stepmom turned into pants and put a pocket here for me. It's so cute and I love it. I've worn this a lot, but the fabric is a little bit itchy. Hopefully somebody else can appreciate these more than me. I have a cute little denim vest. It's got these cute little pockets. I don't really wear denim vests. This used to be my best friend. She was getting rid of it, so I took it, and it was past my prime of wearing slip dresses. Same thing with this skirt. It was also hers that she was getting rid of, and then I kept it, got a few more years of wear out of it. It's a little loose in the waist for me, so I'm gonna have to get rid of it. Oh, these are kind of crazy. These are something I think I probably bought aspirationally, hoping to be like a hippie deadhead girl, but I just don't reach for them enough. This is a really beautiful slip dress. It fits me super well. It's a really lovely color, but it was almost too fancy for me to ever wear. Here's a perfect little bouncy, slippy dress. Wore that a lot too. These are really fun ladybug and strawberry pants that they're flare pants with cute little pockets. They're kind of a little big on me on the waist. These are probably my favorite pair of jeans that I've ever owned because they're so cute and cool and fun. They just don't fit me perfectly and they're kind of uncomfortable every time I wear them. So it's taken me probably 4 or 5 years to get to this point, but it's finally time to part ways. They are Carhartt upcycled jeans with little patchwork on them. This is a B, and then on the front we have like little laciness, another B, a butterfly, a flower, a little bird, more butterflies, like a little bandana, and then a flower. These are so cute and perfect. And butterflies and bees are, and birds are all like sentimental symbols for me. So these had a special place in my heart and in my closet for a very long time. And I really hope somebody gets as much love as I did out of them. And I just imagine being on a boat in the Pacific Northwest wearing this. I think it would be so perfect, but I don't live on a boat in the Pacific Northwest, at least not yet. And if that point comes, I can always get a jacket like that. That's another thing that has factored into this philosophy, is realizing that I think I've had kind of a scarcity mindset when I used to be really in the throes of my thrifting addiction. It was like, I'm never gonna be able to find this exact item again. I have to get it now, because if I don't get it now, I'll miss my chance. I just don't exist in that mindset anymore. It's like, you know, yeah, that jacket's cool, I love it, but ultimately, if I really, really want it, I can find it somewhere else. And honestly, the second I walk away, it's out of sight, out of mind. I don't really need it. Might as well not waste your money on it. Okay, we're on to the last items. That was the last of the clothes, so I'm gonna clear some space. You can come in. Tag delivery, dog toy reveal. Would you like to introduce yourself to the people?
Hi.
This is Denali here. She's showing you her toy. And this is the infamous stepmom.
This is the person that hands down athletic clothes to Emma.
Among other things, and fixes all my clothes for me.
Yes, including that amazing job I did fixing the zipper on those pants so it didn't look like your fly was open the whole time.
Everybody has to thank you for that.
All right, well, enjoy.
Thanks. Nice to meet you, Tammy.
Nice, Emma.
Thanks, Denali. So our last few items are bags and a pair of shoes. So we have this one, which is really fun. It's like a nice leather bag. It's a crossbody or a shoulder bag. It's a little too fancy for me. Purses need to be something where they can spill in and I'm not gonna freak out. I just felt like this is too nice, and it's also a little stiff for me. I need to be able to like rustle around in there. And speaking of needing to be able to spill something and rustle around in there, this was my purse for many, many years. It's a really nice, it's actually a Vera Bradley. I didn't know who that was when I bought it. When I was checking out, the person next to me was like, ah! And I was like, what? And she's like, is that a Vera Bradley? And I was like, I don't know. And she's like, it is. We collect them. And honestly, I should have just given it to her and her partner because they would have gotten more love out of this than I did. This one was a recent-ish purchase for a specific job because I needed a purse that I could fit my huge giant water bottle in, as well as an iPad, my lunch. I needed a big sturdy bag that like went with my professional outfit because I was a political canvasser. So I went door to door advocating for environmental policy changes. And this worked really well. This served its purpose. This was one of those side of the road, like people just selling stuff. I saw this purse and I was like, that's really cute. And he talked me into buying it. It's just kind of an odd shape. I need a little bit more space in my purses. So I am gonna be getting rid of this one, but I think it's really cute and I hope somebody ends up loving that. This is a nice little kind of mini, it's almost the exact same version of the one that I ended up keeping, just a small black kind of shoulder bag. There's a good amount of space in this one. The other one is just a little bit higher quality. This is a cool one, especially for practicality and like style. I think that's an easy purse. Last item are these really beautiful Tommy Hilfiger boots. So fun, so sexy. These boots were made for walking for sure. They had their day in the sun, and now it's time for somebody else to get a kick out of them. Those are all of the items of clothing that are going to be coming with us to the consignment shop. Yeah, I think ultimately this is a pretty successful pile, especially considering it's not all that I got rid of. I got rid of a lot before I even moved, and I'm getting rid of that whole box that's gonna go to donations. I'm gonna put tags on these and we're gonna go into the consignment shop tomorrow. Okie dokie, so we both went through, priced all of our items, put the little tags on them, and then here's what we're working with. This is my stepmom's box, that's my box, and that's the little tagging kit. We're gonna bring these down to the storefront tomorrow, set up our little closet space, and then come back in a few weeks to see what the haul is. Okay, we are here. Where's here? At the main closet in Tremonton, Utah for our little consignment. So we're gonna grab our bins of clothes from the back and bring them in and set up our little closet. Yay! Okay, we just got done setting up our little closet, so we are going to come back in a couple weeks and see what's left.
If you're in Tremonton, we are closet number 21.
Yeah. Okay, people, thanks for watching. Come back for part 2 in a couple weeks to see what sold and what we have planned for what didn't sell. See you next time.